Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome to today's lecture on electronic devices and circuits. On this session, I will cover the basics of electronic devices. Look at these technologies. What do these technologies have in common? Normally, all these technologies rely on electronic devices like diodes, transistors to control electrical signals or to process information. Now tell me, what is an electronic device? Normally, an electronic device is a component that controls the flow of electrical current and the electrical signals to perform specific function like amplification, switching, rectification, or signal processing. One kind of electronic device is a resistor. A resistor limits the flow of current. Another electronic device can be a diode. Diode lets current to flow only in one direction. Transistor is an electronic device and it normally works as a switch or amplifier. In this session, normally I will talk about PN junction diode, and it is the most fundamental topic in electronic devices. And it can set your foundation to learn more about electronics on future. Now, let's see what's an PN junction diode is. In case of PN junction diode, it is formed with a p-type semiconductor and n-type semiconductor. In p-type semiconductor, there is majority of holes, and in n-type semiconductor, there is majority of electrons. If we join a p-type semiconductor and n-type semiconductor, then the holes from p-type comes towards the n-type, and the electrons from n-type comes towards the p-type. This way, in the transition region, a region named depletion region gets formed. In this depletion region, a voltage named barrier potential is formed, and this barrier potential controls the flow of charge carriers. Now tell me, why this transition region is called a depletion region? Normally, this region is depleted of free charge carriers, so it's named as depletion region. Now we need to know about the biasing of PN junction. The biasing normally means adding voltage in the PN junction. It's normally an external voltage, that is the battery. If we connect the positive terminal of the battery with p-type and the negative terminal of the battery with n-type, then we get forward biasing of PN junction. In this case, the positive terminal of the battery attract the minority charge carrier, that is electron in case of p-type, and the majority carrier of electrons in n-type gets repelled by the negative terminal of the battery. Similarly, the positively charged hole gets repelled by the positive terminal of the battery. This way, the holes from p-type semiconductor comes towards the n-type, and the electrons of n-type semiconductor come towards the p-type after getting repelled by the battery. And this way, the barrier potential gets reduced, and it make the depletion region narrower, so current can flow easily. Next, we can know about the reverse biasing of PN junction. In case of reverse biasing, we connect the negatively charged terminal of the battery with the p-type and the positively charged terminal of the battery with the n-type. And the negatively charged terminal attracts the positively charged holes from p-type. That is the majority charge carriers in p-type. And the positively charged terminal of the battery attracts the negatively charged electrons from the n-type. And in this way, as the battery attracts all the majority carriers towards itself, then the barrier potential gets increased, and it causes the depletion region to become wider. As the depletion region gets wider, the current cannot normally flow, and current gets blocked. But because of minority charge carriers, a small leakage current can flow through a reverse biased PN junction. Now, let's see some application of a PN junction diode. And its most common application is as a rectifier. A rectifier can convert an AC input into DC output. This way, in our devices, we can get DC power after charging the device. In case of LED, the diode normally gets forward biased, and the LED emits light. In solar panel, the PN junction diode helps sunlight to get converted into electricity with the help of photovoltaic effect. So these are some applications of PN junction diode. That's it for our today's introduction class. Thank you for your attention.